Hi, Aunt Deb. Hi, Melissa. Well, I'm just getting the camera set. Just getting the camera set. So hold on. I'll be in it in a second. I was trying to get us a really good background here, but I haven't seen one. Hold on, guys. 1 second. We have 1 minute. I can't find it. I had a moon and stars that I wanted to put in the background, and now I can't find it. Everybody. I hope you guys all took your chronogram. Okay, I think, okay, there we go. Hi, Doreen. Okay, it's already 5:55. How did that happen so fast? Hi, everybody. I see 10 people on. I'm trying to keep up with the scroll. Well, happy full moon. Okay, I'm going to give it a couple seconds for everybody to get in before we get started. Hi, Karen. Oh, thank you, Aunt Deb. I didn't feel so beautiful tonight. I was doing a million things before we had to get on. Hi, Miriam. I always feel like I'm rushing. Hi, Louisa. Okay, I see 16 people are in here now. Hi, Jess. Hi, Evelyn. Thank you guys so much for joining me. Hi, Vicki. Oh, I know what I can use from Andy when he walks in. A pen, so that when I do the readings, I can write the numbers down. Would be great. All right, guys, I'm going to get us started here. Thank you. And hopefully the dogs will be good. I hope you guys have your tea or coffee. It's too late for coffee for me. And I hope you took your chronogram type. We'll get started tonight the way I always like to, with saying thank you all for being here, and thank you angels and guides and archangels and Blessed Mother and everybody's loved ones who could be here tonight, and that I hope that you get something from this, and that in addition to that, when I do your readings, that everybody gets something they want to hear. Okay, I'm seeing who's still popping in. Okay, hi Prince. That's what I wanted to be careful with. Okay, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. The dogs wanted to come past the chair where the camera's set up. Hi Gina. Okay, let me get started here. So I always like to start by lighting my moon incense on the full moon. And get that started, and then we'll clear our space with a little bit of sage. Okay, like I told you guys before, I love using fresh sage. This comes from the farmer's market. I'm almost out. I only have a couple leaves left. I guess I gotta hit that farmer's market before the end of the year, before winter sets in. I hope you guys are all enjoying autumn. It's been beautiful here. Today it was really beautiful. Yesterday it was a little cold, and the day before, but now we're back and it's beautiful. Today I always like to share what I'm drinking. I'm having some of this strawberry lemon tea, and I doubled it up, put some raw honey in it, and that's what I like to have while I'm speaking to you guys. So move that out of the way. I'm also going to clear one more space with a little Palo Santo, and that'll bring in our heavenly friends and family. If you guys can let me know, it's hot in Florida, Jess, still. Let me know if you guys took the chronotype and how you like doing that quiz and if it resonated with you. I thought after last week it would be a good idea to do that this week and keep the productivity going. Oh God, that smells so good. Okay. Hi, Natasha. Dolphin resonated with you, Tracy? So you get anxious and don't sleep so well sometimes? Okay, I'll start out with this. You never got the results. Oh, I think you just need to, you did it, Trace, you're a dolphin. I think you just need to, at the end, when you hit submit, it'll automatically then pop up. It only takes like 2 minutes to do, so you guys can still do it. I posted it in the bottom there. I think it says it might say the power of when quiz. The whole idea of it is that there's 4 different chronotypes. And we have the dolphin, the wolf, the lion, and the bear. And with those 4 chronotypes, it has to do with like how your sleep is and your rest and basically planning your productivity around it and knowing, once you kind of know what you are, and especially if you're borderline, then you can best be your most productive during the day. So I saw a couple of you said that you were dolphins. Dolphins are light sleepers. They have difficulty following a regular sleep routine. They have insomnia very often, and the lightest thing can wake them up and keep them up. And that only about 10% of the population are actually dolphins. The next category, which is what I am, is a lion. And they're early birds. Like I like to be, even on the weekends, I like to be up between 5 and 6 a.m. My regular wake up routine is 4:45, my alarm goes off, and I am having coffee and already in my productivity by 5 a.m. where I'm writing my prayers. Like my morning routine, I would have never believed it years ago, is completely sacred to me. So I try to not miss it whatsoever during those weekdays. So I'm up at, I start writing my prayer at 5 a.m. and then by 5:30 I am usually starting to, now that I was going for those walks in the morning, and I'm still doing that, but I had to push them back now that it's a little dark in the morning. So now I'm not doing those until about 7:30 a.m. So what I'm doing is I'm bringing my laptop to bed with me. I put it to the side, and then after I'm done writing my prayers and my gratitude in the morning, I've been taking my laptop out and getting my writing done completely before I even leave the bed in the morning. So in that half hour, 45 minutes that I have before I get out of bed, I'm actually getting like a half a chapter to a chapter in, which is, since I'm doing a novella, it's a little shorter, so it's about 1,500 words I can get in that 45 minutes. And then I've started the day with the task that is absolutely most important to my heart getting done, which feels wonderful. And then I get out of bed, I make the bed, I don't leave the bedroom until I make the bed, and put on my gym clothes, then I let the dogs out, feed the dogs, and then go for the walk. So I've reversed the routine a little, and that was a little bit of a change because for the whole summer, I was getting out the door by 6:30 a.m. So now it's like 7:30 now. It's about 7:15 I leave. That way I'm back by 8 o'clock. So anyway, a lion likes to wake up early, but is very tired by the evening. And that's only about 15 to 20% of the population, and that's absolutely true. Like if anybody, especially if you're any of my close friends out there, no, I don't like to do things at night. Like I'm done by 9 o'clock. I'm ready for my evening routine. I like my wind down. I set the coffee. I'm done. I don't want to be out. I know there are people that don't go out to dinner till 9 o'clock at night. That's not me. And once you figure out what you are, it'll give you a guide of like the best time for you to eat as your chronotype. It'll give you the best time for you to sleep, the best time for intimacy, the best time for exercise. So it's really interesting once you figure out what you are. Then there is the wolf. and that's our night owls. That's the people that like to go to bed late and wake up late, and they have a hard time waking up in the morning, and they get the most of their energy in the evening. I notice a lot of writers that are in my writers group say they don't start writing till 11 o'clock at night, and they'll go till 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning, and that's not me at all. I am my most creative in the morning, and I am my most energetic in the morning. So it's hard because I don't want to lose that exercise time, but I also don't want to lose that writing time. When I get up in the morning, I'm ready to go, go, go. So I think that it's really good to be able to kind of work with this and kind of know yourself. And the last type we have is the bear, and this is most of the population, like 55%, where they sleep and wake according to the sun. So they don't really get up until the sun rises, so they're maybe earlier in the summer and a little bit later in the winter. And they start getting tired after dark, but they don't really go to bed until like between 10 and 11, where my chronotype, the lion, likes to be in bed around 9:30, 10 o'clock. So, and the bear does not have trouble falling asleep. They sleep well, and they're most productive in the mid-morning, where I'm most productive in my early morning. On a Saturday, I usually do not go for my walk on a Saturday. I try and clean the house on Saturday mornings. I make that my habit. Andy goes out and does the bread, and when he leaves at 5 in the morning, I still do my gratitude, and then I get up and I start motoring through the house. I put on my favorite playlist, and hi Selena, better late than never. I put on my playlist, and then by 10 or 11 o'clock, I'm already done. Like, everything's done because I just keep going and going and going. I either listen to a playlist in the background, my productivity one. It's on Spotify if you ever want to listen to it. I have one, a Zara Telig productivity and motivation playlist. I think it might be called Motivation Playlist, and it's like some really great music. So that is, I think, a really good indicator of how to be your most productive. Selena, since you just came in, did you take your chronotype quiz? You were the wolf. Okay, let's see. Selena is the wolf. So she's a night owl, likes to sleep late and wake late, hard time waking up in the morning. Okay, and see, that's where it's important to, when we were talking about this last week, Melissa, you can still go take it. It's in the bottom of the thing here. It's only about 10 questions, and then it'll pop right up for you. You're a dolphin, Jess. Such a mix in here. Yeah, I think that, and if you ever were curious, you can change your chronotype. Like, you may have grown up a bear, but then your schedule kind of transformed you into a dolphin, or, you know, once you have kids, that changes a lot too. I am so thankful that my daughter gets up early. I think she's probably a bear, but she has never had any trouble waking up, doesn't hit the snooze. Like, I've never had trouble getting her to go to school. I'm so glad. I guess it's because me and Andy always kept a good schedule, and even when she was born, she never took a nap. Never, 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 never. It was 15-minute naps. Most babies would sleep 3-4 hours. Their moms could get stuff done. Not Maya. She would cat nap 15 minutes 3 times a day, and that was all I got. But she would go to sleep at 10, and she would get up at like 5 or 6 and slept through the night. So I was grateful for that part, but she was always good with that too. So she never got a chance to do the quiz for me. So that was what I wanted to start out with today. I thought that between this and our Myers-Briggs last week, it's another piece of the puzzle to help you learn more about yourself. And I think next week, I guess is new moon, then we'll start to talk about the antigrams, and I'll put the quiz up for that. And not only can you do that for yourself, but you could also kind of do it for your partner and see. That's very helpful with understanding each other. So that's a good one too. I will put that up in the next post. So did you guys have any questions about it? Did you like doing that? Did you find it was accurate to what you were? Let's see if any of your comments come up. Okay. Anybody? Okay. So that was the you know, the lesson for this week is talking about that and what you are. Explain the dolphin, sure. Yes. Yours changed with life changes. Okay. So the dolphin is our most anxiety-ridden people with who are very light sleepers, and like anything can wake them up, and once they're awake, they stay awake and they can't fall back to sleep, and sometimes they consider it an insomniac, and that is, you know, they suffer from insomnia, and they wake up frequently during the night, even if it's even if they're getting that, you know, what's a good night's sleep for them. And they're just very light sleepers in general, and they're most productive in the mid-morning because it takes them some time to get going because they didn't sleep so well. Okay, I'm reading some of your comments. Good, 100%. You know, unfortunately, it's not something that you can easily change, but what you can do is learn to work with it. So there is a guide, I wish I would have printed it out, that kind of tells you, I'll post it, but what activities are best for you to do as like a dolphin? When's the best time for you to exercise? When is the best time for you to do your creative work? When's the best time to do, like, let's say you have big financial things or bill paying and like your serious work to do. What time of day is your brain most focused to do that? So look for that, and I will post that. And if you don't have any more questions, then we'll get into some full moon stuff and some readings. I got a goodie for us today, something new. And that is, you all know how much I love my Moonology cards. And if you guys like these and you like the information in them, there is a podcast that Yasmin Boland does. I listen to her podcast all the time, and she has it. It's on iTunes, so you can look up in iTunes the word Moonology, and you can listen to her podcast. She's really great. She gives you with each, you know, I think she goes on for each phase of the moon. And then anytime that there's something special going on, or she's, you know, promoting something. So what came out this week was her new Moonology cards. Moonology manifestation cards. So these cards are meant to kind of go along with your oracle cards. Like, these are like things that are going on in your life. And these manifestation cards are ones to help you manifest. To give you a little guidance when you're manifesting. So we're going to use these a little today, but the only thing is I really didn't break them in yet, so they don't have a whole lot of energy to them. I did run my sage over them, and they're beautiful too. Look at the back of these. I love the colors. And personally on the home front, we're still looking. Nothing has come up. I'm getting impatient. I don't want to be impatient, but I am. So, so you know what that means. Okay, so let's talk about the full moon. Full moon is our time to release. And tonight I am going to do that because I didn't get to do my my moon manifestation or my moon, you know, I burn mine every time. When there's a full moon, I write down all of the things that I want to get rid of, like roadblocks that are keeping me from what I consider like are the things that I want to accomplish. So today I'm going to write those, and I will take them outside and burn them. And I have a whole stack here of, when I do my gratitude in the morning, I write my prayers, and I fold them up, and I put them in front of my Blessed Mother who's here. Can you see her? I always feel like my grandmother's with me when she's here. See? Because she gave her to me on my birthday when I was pregnant with Maya, which would have been 2002. So she's gotten a little wear on her, a lot of candle on her from having it lit in front of her. But I take my prayer every day and I fold it up and I offer it in front of the Blessed Mother, and I feel like that is like a little release. And then once a month I usually try and burn my one moon, full moon, and then when I have a bunch of them collected that I had in front of her, then I take them all and burn them together. So I'm at that point where I need to do that again. So I'm going to do that. So I take my piece of paper and I say, for my highest good, and I put a big circle in the middle of the paper for my full moon. And then I write all the words that come to my mind. I write all of the power words like strength and courage and joy and peace and love and happiness and bliss and abundance and empathy and compassion. And I try and think of all the words that have meaning to me, and I put them down, and then I remind myself of things like that I want. Like I've been really working hard on my next book that will be coming out. It's an part of an anthology, and it's a novella, and it will be a prequel to a full-length novel, and that'll be out in April, and then I'm hoping that the full-length version of it will be out in May or June, which features an Italian girl from Philly. It's very interesting. Some poker, and we got some mafia, and we got our motorcycle guys, but that's what I've been writing in the morning, and I've been getting really good. Hi, Donna. I've been really getting really productive with doing that. Yeah, it's really going to be pretty exciting, this book. I'm really excited about it. But the whole reason with this book, it really makes my manifestation, is because part of it, the girl in the book has a pit bull rescue. And yeah, Melissa, I have to send you the top secret little trailer I made for it. It's pretty exciting. I'm so excited. But she's going to have a pit bull rescue. And as part of doing this book, I really want to team up with a rescue that's local around here that I know has done great work. And I would love to make proceeds, a portion of the proceeds go to the dog rescue, and that has always been something for my whole life I've wanted. Like, I've always had a desire to have a rescue, but I realized, you know how I talk about getting to know yourself? As I got older, I thought about, I told you I'm a serial entrepreneur, so I'm always starting new businesses, and I'm always doing different things. And one of those things I thought I wanted was an animal rescue, and then I realized how much I am affected by animals, and when I see them hurt, lonely, in need, it just breaks my heart into a million pieces. And I don't know that I would be prepared to take that on and then be able to rehabilitate a dog, or take a dog that's had puppies and put them in homes and not knowing where they're going, and that's a lot. So instead, I said, what the better thing to be is, how about if I help, like, I try and put a little social message in all of my books, and if I can educate people on some things and have them interested in it, and then in the back of the book say, hey, this is the real life that, rescue that this was modeled after. If you would like to be a part of it, and you want to adopt a dog, and like, I have an automatic donation every month that goes to them. Just so you know, if you are local here, it's Harley's Haven. And Dr. Beth is phenomenal. She's in, is it it's up Percy area. And she is like my life goal. Like, she is amazing. She is an amazing woman all around. She lives here locally, and she takes on all kinds of animals, and she actually flies to another country that's like, I don't know if it's Costa Rica. I have to find out where she goes. But she goes once a year with all these other vets and does operations and healthcare for free for all of these needy animals. And I would love to be able to support her. And the best way I can do that, instead of saying, I'm going to open a dog rescue and I'm going to help do this, is spread the word, is take some of her posts that she has and be able to post them and get people involved. And that's the way I'm doing it. I used to think I wanted to run a coffee shop. Then I realized I don't even get my own kitchen clean in a day. How would I ever do this? But I realized it was the ambiance. So I said, you know what? I want to create a business where I can go to a coffee shop and enjoy it. And just like my gardening, for the last 3 years, I used to have big gardens. I wasn't able to keep up with them. We moved this year. The year before, we had some things going on. So instead, I found all these local places, if you follow my Instagram, that have little farm stands outside their house, and I would hit up each one of them and support them, support my local community. I don't have to do all of the work, but I know where my money's going, and that it's supporting local local businesses, local people, and that I know where the vegetables are coming. And let me tell you, it tastes so much better when instead of picking it up from Wegmans or Whole Foods, to know that you picked out this from the farm stand and it hasn't been sprayed with chemicals, and that we actually met our neighbors down the road that have a farm stand that I would pass every day. And I don't know if you guys saw me post it the other day. She had fresh baked pumpkin bread and zucchini bread, and it was phenomenal. And so now when I go on my walks, I stuff dollars in my little fanny pack, and then I pass by the farm stand and pick up vegetables on my walk. So anyway, the whole point of this rambling on is that I took those full moon ideas and I said, you know, I have to figure out how I want to best, those things that I want in my life. I want to rescue animals. You know, you guys know I'm vegan. I've been vegan for 15 years. I want to spread the message about this. Okay, I used to do food blogging, but it took up so much of my time. So now I'll share a recipe with you guys, or I'll take a picture of it. I have to be the best inspiration I can be, but still do the projects that make it my best work. Like feel like I'm a good writer, and I feel like I can spread my message through something that brings me joy and happiness, that makes me productive, and any money I make from that, I can turn it over into the other things that I love. So those are my goals, and that I think is I'm going to look up, there's a book that I read years ago, I'm trying to think what it was called. It had something with millionaire in it, and it was a really interesting book about a woman who was going to lose her kids, and it was half a business book and half of an inspirational fictional story, and it was just amazing. And the whole lesson throughout the book was that instead of saying, I want to make $1 million, let's say you said your goal, I want to make $1 million doing, you know, whatever it is you're doing, and instead of looking at it that way, set a goal for a cause. So I want to raise $10,000 for a pit bull rescue, but in order to do that, I have to have $100,000 in sales. So instead of looking at the $100,000 in sales, look at the $10,000 that you want to raise for someone else, for something else that means something to you. Because by getting that goal of $10,000, you will get, if you get to the $10,000, that means you got to the $100,000. So instead of looking at it in this aspect that's for you, you can look at it in this aspect that's for someone else or something with meaning. And by raising that, you're raising this. So does that make sense to everyone? I know you guys are ready for your card readings. Hi, Tammy. Thank you for joining tonight. So I'll look up what that book is, but I read it, I don't know, 20 years ago. I think I was 26 when I read that book. Wait, yeah, oh my God, 26, yeah. I'll be 47 in 3 weeks. I can't believe it. So maybe I'll have to come on and do a little birthday. My birthday's a Sunday, November 14th, and I'm sure my mom will be here, and Selena will probably be here. So maybe we'll do a quick live that day, and in celebration of the birthday. Okay, I already see some card numbers coming up. You'd like a card? Okay, I will. Okay, why don't you guys start putting some numbers up, and I'm going to try and keep track of them and see. And if by part I don't get to your card, just remind me at the bottom what your card number was. And I will pull some of these cards too. So angels, guides, thank you for being here with us tonight. Please, please, please help our messages come through, and help everybody get something that they need from this. Please speak through me, show me images, show me something that they need to know, and help everybody get something that they need to hear. Okay. All right. I think there's 20 people in here watching, so there's probably going to be about 20 cards. So I'm going to go back up to the top. It's going to take me a second to see your numbers. Thank you, Tracy. I do too. I think it's really interesting. And I think because it's the full moon, well, I saw a lot of threes out there. We can pick, maybe when I do like a multiple card where a couple of you have the same number, I'll pick one from each deck, okay? So I'm just going to open up each deck. Here's our regular Moonology deck. our energy in. Angels, bring your energy in. And make sure you're thinking, you're giving me numbers, but also make sure you're really thinking about the questions that are in your head or what you want answers to, that thing that's in the back of your mind. Okay. Donna, you did your full moon ritual last night. I'm doing mine tonight. If you guys are crystal collectors like me and you have all your stuff, I've got about 1 million crystals all over my house. The full moon is also a great time to charge your crystals. And if you really want to harness the full moon energy, you can also take a glass of water and put it in your full moon light and let the light hit it and drink it in the morning and get that energy into you. Okay. So these are our 3 decks here. Okay, I'm going to write these down. Let me move my tea out of the way. Let's push this back. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go back to the top when I first saw. Okay, I'm going to start with Tracy with 3. Tracy, I'm going to pick the new deck for you. So, angels, guides, please help us have Tracy's card and let it have something for her that she really needs to hear. I know these cards aren't broken in yet, but I know you have the ability to give us a message for Tracy. No, I don't need the books here. We're going to go with the picture. So like I said, I have not hardly worked with these yet, but I think it's going to be interesting. Okay, Tracy. Tracy, if you've had something that you are worrying about, you've got trust that all will be well. And you can see in this card, this is how I always like to look at them, I feel like green pastures. So what you've been worrying about, you haven't been able to see, but now it's all going to start to clear up and everything's going to become green again. So whatever it is that's been working on you, trust that all will be well. And that also goes for some of the other 3s out there, but I'm going to pick, I'll pick the other one. So make sure when you get the 3, if this doesn't make sense to you, maybe the other ones will, because I see a couple others in there. Trust that all will be well. Okay, Tammy. Tammy, I'm feeling Moonology for you at number 15. This is for, who was it? Tammy. Tammy, communication is key. Okay, and I see right here, new moon in Gemini. I see you and someone else close to you that right away, I don't know if it's sisters or friends that are like sisters, but there's something that you need to communicate further on in order to be successful at a project. I'm hearing project and sister-like relationship. You need to put some more communication into it. You need to lay it out, have a fully open discussion, be clear about what your goals are, and make sure you're both on the same page. And if you do that, you're going to be successful. You can't see it yet. We have the dark moon here, but it will be successful if you do communicate. And you can see there's also a little bit of green in there. That is abundance. So I'm seeing if you communicate with this person in the project that you have together, you will be successful at it and abundance will come from it. So Tammy, let me know if there is a project and this is anything close. Send me a heart if that was true. Okay. Gina, you wish you had my energy. That's so sweet. Well, it took a long time to get here. Let me tell you that. A lot of self-work. But now I feel like I am my most productive, and I feel like I have the energy. Oh, good, Tammy. Good, good, good. Okay, Donna Marie, you are number 24, and we're going with Queen of the Moon for you. I do admit, though, I do take a nap just about every day around 2 o'clock, 15 minutes, 15, 20 minutes. That's all I need, and I actually start off, when I take that nap, I have my coffee right after that, just a very small cup. I start just like I do first thing in the morning, and with that same kind of energy and ready to restart the day. Okay, and this is Donna Marie, card number 24. I'm getting the self-love card for you. I think you're being a little too hard on yourself. That's what I'm hearing, that you haven't been taking the time for yourself. You're so, I feel like you're excited. There's some different things on the horizon for you, and you have been going, and haven't been taking time for yourself in the way that you're not taking care of yourself enough. You need to get that self-love in there. You know, carve out some time where you can have that cup of tea and do a meditation and do that moon ritual, because sometimes, you know, when you take a break and you give yourself that break, you're actually more productive than if you go. Like, I don't know, you remember back when you learned about the Industrial Revolution, and they used to have employees, and they would work them 15 hours a day, and then they realized if they gave them a break halfway through the day, the productivity actually went up. Then they gave them 2 breaks a day, and productivity went up. Then they gave them 3 breaks a day, and the productivity continued to go up because they were able to reset their energy. And I feel like you need to reset your energy and give yourself some self-love. Okay. Jess, number 22. Jess, we're going with the new manifestation cards for you, my dolphin. Let's see. Sixteen, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Well, I haven't seen this one. Okay. Full moon in Scorpio. Breathe through the tension. Okay. This is a card that if you look, you can see there's a lot of nature around. The Scorpio, which I am, is the month of November. So I feel like there is something happening for you in November. But right now, you've been through a lot, and you're still feeling the effects of it. And breathing through the tension means in order to get to your next level of manifestation and to get to this peaceful spot, you're still going to be in it. But in order to get through what you need to get through, you need to take a breath. You need to take a break as well when it's really getting to you. If you find you've been a little short-tempered, you know, we just went through Mercury retrograde last week, and oh my God, did I feel the upside down. You know, I have to constantly work through my frustrations. I find myself, I'm like getting impatient with the dogs, and I'm like, because I have these things that I want to do, and I have goals that I want to do, and then all of a sudden I'm like, wait, the whole purpose is to live this happy, peaceful life, and I'm giving myself stress. So you need to breathe through the tension for your dreams to start manifesting. Okay, Lorette. Hi, Lorette. I don't think I got to say hi to you, and hi, Amy. Oh, Lorette, you have a card that just jumped out of the deck for you. Okay. Lorette, your card is Hold Your Vision. Okay, and if you look at this, this is, it says Fixed Moon. And if you look, this card is very blue. We've got our blue mountains, our blue sky, and you know, this is a vision that's easy to hold. You see how you can see part of the moon, but the other part is a little bit of a phantom. So if there's something that you've been working on, Lorette, that you've been wanting to come to fruition, you need to not keep changing it to think it's going to come faster if you change the vision. Hold on to the main vision, what it was. And remember, like I've told you guys before, even something that you see, if it is a new job or a house or something that you want, don't just think of what that thing is, that house, that job. Think about how the right one will make you feel. Like I told you, I love the idea of, like, I close my eyes and I think what it would feel like to walk into a room that has all of my meditation stuff in it, and that the peace I would feel when I have it, and the way I would always be able to have a live setup so I could pop on at any time. I think about the way it would make me feel when I have this big kitchen and I'm cooking for everybody and my whole family's there and I can hear them and they're loud and people are laughing. So for you, you need to hold your vision, but feel it. Think about the feelings associated with that vision. Okay, Amy, number 23. Okay, I'm going Queen of the Moon for Amy. Oh, Amy, you got a card that flew out and it flew onto the floor. So hold on a second. Okay. All right. Let me see. Amy's 23. Okay. You got the acceptance card. Okay, so this card is about accepting help from others. You do too much. You're caring. I'm getting a very heavy sense of caring for people. I feel like you're a caregiver, or somebody in your life has had some, I don't know, issues, and you have been taking them on yourself, and you are accepting. This acceptance is you're also accepting everybody else. You're like an empath, I feel, and you're accepting a lot of other feelings from everybody else, and it weighs down on you. You need to also accept help from others, and you can't carry everything for yourself and for everyone else. Amy, is that resonating with you? I feel like you need to, there's a lot of peace that comes with acceptance of help, and sometimes you're afraid to ask for it from other people, or maybe even just afraid to accept it because you feel like you're going to owe them. But they love you. The people that you would ask love you, and they want to help you. They aren't offering because they feel bad. They're offering because they love you and they don't want to see so much stress on you. So make sure you remember that when you feel that like somebody offers or you want to ask for the help and you get that, maybe I shouldn't, oh, this is too much, I shouldn't, I'm spreading my problem to them. You're not. They love you and they wouldn't offer if they didn't want to. So don't forget that. Okay, Miriam, number 10. Miriam, let's go with this deck again, the Moonology Manifestation. I was going to write all these down, but for some reason my screen is staying really good and still. And if I do miss somebody, let me know at the bottom. Okay, Miriam, number 10. Okay. Oh, Miriam, you got a good card. Oh, and it's beautiful too. You got go for it. If you are ready, go for it. So if there's something you're working on or a job opportunity, whatever it is that you feel like you don't know whether you should do it, this is a strong card saying it. So go for it. And I love the way this card looks because you can see there's like a fire in the sky. There's like whatever it is going to just light up. So Miriam, I hope that you, I'd be excited to hear what it is that you have been working on or working towards or considering, because this is a validation card that you should definitely take that opportunity. Okay, Sharon, number 6. Okay, Sharon, you got the Think It Through card. So this card is, I'm getting really the sense that you think you know what you want, but you're going back and forth whether it's the right move, the right decision at this time. And it does need more thought. And one of the things I'm getting for you is to really put a pros and cons list together and make sure you're not rushing into this decision or this commitment, because you want to go in with your eyes wide open. You want clear skies, and then once you have an informed decision, you'll feel okay about it. It's not that there's anything right or wrong about it. It's you need to be informed before you make this decision. And I feel like it may not even be something you know yet, that there's something coming your way that you are going to have an opportunity that you should think through. And really make sure you weigh in both options, whatever it is. So that is for you, Sharon. Evelyn, we got you next. Evelyn, I'm going Moonology. You're welcome. Okay, Evelyn, you also got the communication is key. But for you, I feel like this is different, a different kind of communication. I feel like this is there's, hold on, let me see what the words that they're giving me is for this communication. I feel like this is work related, and that you feel like you've been saying it and nobody's listening to you. But maybe you have to say it in a different way, with a different example. I don't know what that means, but I'm getting that a frustration in something. Maybe it isn't work, or maybe it's family, but you keep repeating the same thing over and over again, thinking it's getting communicated and it's not. So if that makes sense, Evelyn, you need to sit down and really, whatever this is that you've been feeling the frustration with, kind of write it out and make sure you're clear with your points to whoever it is. That way it's not getting miscommunicated. And I'll say this too, if there's a text, things that you've been doing in text or email where you can't get your actual feelings across, then you definitely need to speak to the person so they know how you're feeling, because sometimes people take things the wrong way or ignore them, don't take them seriously when it's coming through something digitally. Okay, Karen, too. All right, Karen, I'm going to go right away with, I get Queen of the Moon. Okay, Karen, this is a great card. This is your fruition card. So all of the projects that you've been working on, there's something special, and you're going to, see through it right now. It's going to come, and it's going to be very fruitful. You've got the bright moon behind you. You've got flowers and fruit and everything coming alive, because now you're at the point where you can actually see the results and how it's going to come together. And I feel like this is a really exciting time for you. So, Karen, if you've had any doubts, it's just about to break. Gina, I'm going with Moonology for you. All right, Gina, first card. Okay, Gina, emotions are running high. So I immediately hear words in my head coming for you, that you have the emotions that have been running high. That is the reason that you've been feeling the way you have. It's not the situation, whatever situation has been bothering you, grating on your nerves, making you feel like, oh my God, I can't take it anymore. That is your internal emotions that are making you feel that way. Maybe cut back on some caffeine, or start taking a walk, start doing some yoga, some meditation. You need to get the feelings under control, because once you get the emotions, the inner emotions under control, everything that's seeming really big right now will shrink back to the size it actually is. So I'm really feeling strongly right now that you need to get some rest and some exercise and some breathing exercises, and what I don't know if it's work related or home related, but I feel like, oh, that's how I feel like you're feeling, and that you need to take a breather, because once you get that, once you become more yourself again, the things that are getting to you are not going to get to you. So how is, Gina, does that make sense to you? Okay. Vicky, okay, we're going to pick out of this deck card 44. And I don't know if Carol's going to pop on or not tonight. We're trying to. She had a commitment tonight. So I'm going to sit down with the calendar and hash it out with her so that she can be here with us. Okay. Oh, wait. I didn't pick. Oh, yeah. This was off the bottom. Oh, I just got a sad face. I'm not sure who it was that had to leave. Okay. Okay, this is number 44, Vicky. Embrace the flow of life. And it's Gemini. And I feel like this card is like purple and full of passion. And I feel like, Vicky, you need to focus on that passion in your life. So, kind of I'm really getting some time to re-fall in love, whether it's with a person or whether it is with your career. But I feel like this is a very passionate card. Embrace the flow of life, and once you find that passion again, it's going to really fulfill you. I'm trying to see. I see angry faces, but I don't know why. I wish I could see down here. Oh, because you had to leave. Okay, Tammy. I'm sorry. But, you know, you guys, don't forget, there's going to be the replay. So I'll even read your card. If you're not here and I get it, I'm going to read your card for you so you can always go back. Okay, now let me see. Whose card did I... Just 1 second, guys. I got to get back to where I just was, because it popped up. Oh, Rochelle's on here? Yay! Let me see. How many people? 16 in here now. Okay. Okay, I see where we were. There was Maritza was next, and uh-oh, guys, I kind of got lost here. I may ask you to put your cards again. Therese, Terry Grugan, I'm going to pick yours right now because I see you are number 2, and I'm going to pick you out of Moonology. Okay, number 2. Terry, I'm getting you're very close to achieving your goal. So if there's something, Terry, that you've been working on or that you've been thinking about, you are very close to having it happen. So keep on the path, and don't be like that meme I've talked about before, where you see the person in the cave and they're digging and digging, and then they give up because they feel like they're never going to get there because they came so far, and then you see it like from back and they're this close. And if they would have just given it a little longer, so whatever it is, give it a little longer, you're very close to having that change that you want. Okay, Rochelle. Hi, Rochelle. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm feeling Queen of the Moon for you. Hopefully you're still on here. 31, 32. Oh, Rochelle. Okay. This is a really good card, and it is assessing. And I want you to take a look at her. Okay, she's looking out into space. She's on a hot air balloon. She's on the trajectory up. And while she's rising, she's assessing what's in the distance. She's looking through that periscope. So for this card for you means that there are a lot of opportunities out there. You've got the whole stars. You are multi-talented, and we both know that. And there's a lot of different directions you can go. And it takes you to soar and really take a look from above at everything. And no matter the way she's assessing, no matter which way you go, you're going to be successful. All the stars are there. Everything's there lit up for you, but you need to find the best fit for you. So you really have to assess the situations and see, let go of what is holding you back or are your time suckers. Because if you see, she's in that hot air balloon. So when you cut those away, you're going to keep soaring. But you have to assess what those things are in order to keep rising and meet your goals and be satisfied. So I hope that helps you, Rochelle. Marissa, number 9. Okay, Marissa, I'm getting the manifestation. I know I missed 1 or 2 people, so if I didn't do yours, please say yours again at the bottom. I don't know how the screen moved on me, and now I can't get back to where it was. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. This is for Marissa. Number 9. Be proud of yourself. You're very hardworking, and you keep going forward, but you're not acknowledging the success you've already had. You feel like the next thing will be what makes you happy with yourself, and you don't need to do that. This is very strong from them, that a validation that you are successful, and you should be very proud of yourself. And it doesn't take the next thing, that you will keep being successful, but you should be proud of yourself for how far you've already come, and that there's still so much more green that lies ahead. A lot of success I see coming for you. Okay. Debbie Getty, number 6, and I'm going Moonology. Okay, Debbie, believe in the impossible. There are things that you think that are not possible for you. I'm not as young as I used to be. I'm not in the health I used to be. I can't do this. You've got to change the vision and believe in the impossible. It may not be the way that you think it would have been when you felt your best, but you have to adapt your dreams to where you are now and make it possible. That thing that you think is impossible. Just adapt it to the way that will help you accomplish it. Too often we feel like I am not going to be a success unless a best-selling author, unless I have 10 books and they've hit a list, but that's not really it. Success comes from the happiness that we have inside, and part of the process is success. Each chapter I write is success. Each book that I accomplish, where I get on there and publish it, is a success. Doesn't matter if it doesn't have to be that everybody liked it. It was something that came from my heart, that I took the time to do, that I carved out, that I worked hard on. That is success. It doesn't necessarily mean that it has a monetary thing that goes with it or recognition that goes with it. Yeah, those are great, and those can be a pinnacle for someone, but that doesn't mean that it's that it takes that to be a success. So just remember, whatever it is for you, that just the act of doing it can be a success. Okay. I am moving on. Let's see, sorry, you had to go to dinner. Pick number 12 for Maritza. Okay. I did find it. Okay. Number 12 for Maritza. She is with Evelyn. Okay. Hopefully you're still there. Selena had to go eat dinner, but she's doing a replay. I know I had to have a really early dinner tonight, and it was not the healthiest, I'm going to say. Okay, 12. This is Maritza. Maritza, I see a man coming into your life. That's not usually what I say for this card, the masculine, but I feel like somebody's coming. And he's in the distance, and it's taking a little bit of time. The phase is the moon time, but he is going to appear, and you're going to know, and you're going to get this gut feeling inside. So, Maritza, be on the lookout. I feel like it's something casual, and when you least expect it, you're going to run into him. Hopefully he looks like this. No, but you are, it's going to be, I feel like there's definitely, I got this really strong feeling about a man coming into your life. So, good luck. Keep us posted. Oh, good, Vicki. I'm glad that made sense. Okay, Rochelle. Okay, girl, you have a meeting this weekend? No, yes. All right, Rochelle. I can't wait to hear about it. Okay, Van B, number 26. Louisa, what? Oh, you know what? When you were saying Louisa 3, I was thinking it was name on there. I didn't just see the number. So you're next, Louisa. I will pick you next. I'm sorry. I kept seeing that, and I was thinking it was a name. I wasn't seeing just the number. I apologize. Okay, Van B, 26. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 23, 24, 25, 26. Okay. This 26 card is Be Humble. You know what I'm getting for this? I'm getting, there's a situation that you are going to be right about, and that you've been very strong and passionate and saying, you've stayed steady to your ideals, and you're going to find out that you were right all along. Be humble about it. Don't say I told you so. There's somebody that you've dealt with in your life where you just you've been praying for them, you've been, whatever it is, you were right about the situation. And, but be humble. That telling them you knew and you were warning them is not going to make them feel any better. So just take it inside and say, oh yes, I knew, my instincts were right, but at the same time, just be humble. Don't, because then they're going to feel like, oh, should I have told her that? Maybe I shouldn't have, because she was right and I was wrong. Just be supportive, okay? And whatever it is, don't say I told you, or I knew he was going to do that, or I knew she was going to do that, or that. Be humble in the fact that you were right about the situation. And I'm curious to know if that is true. So let me know, Van B. Okay, Yarlee, number 24. Oh, you missed the card that I just gave you, Van B? Hold on. It was a card. Your card was Be Humble. What I said to you is that there's a situation that you were involved with or very worried about someone, and you were right in the situation, but don't tell them like I told you so, or I knew this was going to happen. Be humble about it and just be supportive to them, because this is someone close to you, and you know you've been worried about it, and you've been it's been weighing on you as much as it is them, and I'm really getting that this was something that to be humble and just know that you were right and be supportive. Okay, and I know it was, hold on, it was number 24 I was just about to do for someone, right? Hold on, who was it? I think it was Yarlee. Yes, 24. He's like, I am a good boy. I think I just lost count, Yarlee. Oh, jeez. Dog distracted me. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. Okay. Yarlee, what do you need to release? Okay, this is asking you the question that you need to ask yourself. And what is tonight? Our full moon, our time of release. In order to, you see the snow here in the winter? In order for things to bloom in the spring, you need to plant the seeds and then release it and let the winter come, and then the spring will arrive and things will happen. But you're holding on to things, and nothing can grow when you're holding on to them. So, Yarlee, it's time for you to release the things that are holding you back. I always say, Archangel Michael, please use your sword to sever the ties that bind me to things that are no longer serving me. Hi, Lisa Marie. I'm glad you were able to join. Okay. Louisa, number 3. And Natasha, 37. And Beatrice, 26. Okay. So, Louisa, 3. Okay. You know what? Louisa, here we go. Okay, Louisa, beauty. You got the beauty card. And this is a card that I feel for you is very much time to see the beauty in things. Take a break. Realize that even in the worst situations, sometimes something beautiful can be seen. In a time in your life when you do feel frustrated, or if there's days that seem like they're just going on and you can't get out of whatever it is, try and find something beautiful in that. Even if it is going out a little bit and getting into nature. Thank you, whoever just said I did, Beatrice. I appreciate that. Get out and find something that you find beautiful on that bad day when you're feeling frustrated, when you're feeling down, when you're feeling like just the walls are caving in at the moment or everything is stagnated. Find some beauty in it. Take a walk. Look at the sky. I never realized how much I loved seeing the sunrise, and I'm so glad my camera roll is full every morning of the different sunrise pictures that I take. And then later on in the day when things are not seeming so well, I remember that sunrise and I go for a walk and I look through my camera roll. So Natasha, 37. All right, Natasha. We're going to go backwards on this. 44, 43, 42, 41, 40, 39, 38, 37. Be done soon. Okay. New moon in Scorpio, and it says go deeper, and this is for Natasha, and you need to dig a little deeper. You're trying to find something, your passion, what you want to do, how you want to live. I'm getting you need to do a little more soul searching, and then you see all the green around here and the water flowing, that's all abundance. When you go deeper and you actually commit to what it is that you decide that you want to do, once you dig that little deeper, everything, the well is going to rush. The water is going to come. The abundance will flow. So that is a really good card. It's a great manifestation card. I'm looking. Okay. Oh, Debbie Repass. Okay, number 19. I'm going to give you a manifestation card as well, Debbie. And then I'm going to see... I'm going to close this out in a few minutes. Give it a couple more minutes. See if I missed anybody. Debbie Repass, another self-love card. Make time for self-love. So you need to do a little self-reflecting, and the purple passion is around you. But you, okay, it's back. We lost it for a second there. Some self-love, self-care. Treat yourself, and don't, you know, self-love is also not just a practice of taking care of yourself, but it's also the practice of being forgiving of yourself. It's also the practice of, you know, loving who you are through everything that you've been through in your life. It's loving yourself for your great things you've done. It's loving yourself for your mistakes. No matter what, we're all put here and we all do things, and every choice we make is going to lead us down the road that we're at. And, you know, the butterfly effect, if you change anything from the past, then, you know, your future changes. So really still be grateful for even your mistakes that you make, because they all lead to places that will get you into a happier state as soon as you accept yourself and love yourself. Because, you know, what do they say when you're on a plane? If you, you know, if the oxygen masks fall down, you know, don't try and help others first. Put the oxygen mask on yourself first, because in order to help others, you have to have helped yourself. So that was for Debbie. Oh, Beatrice was Van B. Okay, gotcha. Okay. Natasha got, okay, I think, is there anybody I missed? Anybody I missed? Last call. And then I'll pick one overall card for a theme for all of us. Anybody else? Okay, I think we got everybody. And I hope that your cards resonated with you. And even if sometimes I say things and they're for other people, but if it resonates with you, then, you know, it's a message that you should take to heart. Because we all have the same goals here. We're all trying to become better, more productive people and find ourselves and be happy with ourselves. So I didn't see the person whose account Carol was on going to be in here, so I'm assuming that she is still out. We definitely positively will, I think the new moon is on November 4th, 5th, 6th. So we'll definitely get Carol in there for that, and I'll make sure that we do. Okay, a card I picked for all of us is the Void. And if you look at this card, it doesn't look so promising and happy, does it? It's all dark and mysterious, and she's sleeping and tired. You know, sometimes we need that. We need that rest. We need that to gain clarity. We have to go through darkness sometimes and really take that time in order to see the light. You know, you would never appreciate the darkness without the light. You never see the stars if it wasn't night. So in that aspect, in order to see the stars, it has to be night sometimes, you know. So in your life, when it's night or you're feeling a period of darkness, remember that there are stars in there. You just have to search hard to see them. You have to adjust your eyes and look up and then realize, okay, in this darkness, there are some things that are positive. And what can I take from this situation? How can I learn from this situation? How can I move forward from this situation? So that is a really good card, and that's a one card. So I hope you all do that. Your moon manifesting tonight, a full moon ritual. Take a few minutes of self-care and self-love, and, you know, write your greatest accomplishments that you want on the piece of paper. Write what's holding you back on that piece of paper, and wish for your angels to come and your guides to come, and take that paper outside and burn it if you can. A trick I use, if I don't have the same fire pit I used to have, but I have, you know, the aluminum pans from the dollar store. I take an aluminum pan outside, and I burn my thing and I release it to the universe, and as soon as it starts flaming, I let it drop into the aluminum pan so it can dissipate, so I'm not causing any fires. So I hope that's helpful to all of you. I hope all your cards were something that you could learn from, and I'm really excited that we have some other things coming up, and like I said, I'm going to put the next quizzes for us to take. So I hope you all got something out of the learning your chronotype too. Oh, thank you so much, Deb. Thank you, Aunt Deb. Gina, anxiety lady. You know, if any of you, especially you dolphins out there who suffer from anxiety, I suffer from anxiety as well, and I know I've talked about it before, but I didn't go to it in detail. But box rescue remedies are really super helpful for anxiety. I mean, I get to the point where I get, where I'm practically in a panic attack, and the only thing that gets me out of it is putting a couple drops under my tongue, and then I don't know if you've looked into ever doing EFT, which is the tapping method, and it's where you can. Well, I'll do a session on it. Box is BACH, Box Rescue Remedies, and there's a pre-done one called the Remedy Rescue. But there are, I want to say, 26 flower remedies. And like I get anxiety where, the kind of thoughts that go in your head and you can't get rid of them, and it's spinning around and around your head. And I think for that one I use, it's called Mimulus and white chestnut. And you just put a couple of drops in water, and it is amazing how well they work. They've been studied for years. It was a doctor in England, and he takes flowers, and they're these different, it has to do with all the different types of things that can happen to us. There's, like if you were in an accident and something traumatic happened, or, something shocked you and it automatically put you into like an anxiety state, there's rock rose. And you would just put a couple drops under your tongue or a couple drops of. So, there's something I will bring up, and I can bring a bunch of sets of them out, and a really good book and resource on them. So that is definitely, and they're also not just for anxiety. Like if you're a person that has no patience, there's actually one called Impatience. If you're a person that is overworked and you're feeling overwhelmed, Elm is great for that. That'll help you calm down and take it down a notch. So there's, what is it? Cherry plum is for like if you're a person that gets really angry easily, or you're just like PMSing and things are just getting on your nerves. You can put a little of that in your water, and it really, 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 I swear by them. I've been using them for about 15 years now, and they're expensive. They're like $15 for a little bottle, but you only need like 4. It comes in a dropper. 1, 2, 3, 4 little baby drops in a cup of water, and you do it maybe twice, and you will feel the difference. So they last a long time. You can get them on Amazon, and you can also get them on Vitacost. But we'll do a whole session on that if you guys would like to. So let me know if you'd like to hear more about those. Yep, they would make good stocking stuffers. And just like I use the essential oils, I take all of these things I learned and kind of bring them all together to, kind of live my best and find out about myself. And I totally, engage all of these different habits, and it is really helpful. Good. Okay, Miriam, we'll definitely do that. Well, guys, thank you so much for being here with me tonight, and I promise Carol will be here the next session, and I hope you have a great mid-October to end of October, and a good Halloween. I believe, like I said, I think it's November 4th, 5th, 6th is the new moon, so we'll be back then. You're welcome, and if you guys ever have any questions, and please don't forget, post in the group too. Sometimes it takes me a couple hours to approve them because I don't see them pop up right away, but if you guys have any questions, lean on each other. We're all here for each other. Thank you, and have a great night. Bye, guys.